I had 2 dads effectively.
Mhm.
I had one that wasn't around, and when he moved, he got married and a whole new family, and then this man came into my life and he was he was horrible. He was so mentally ill. It was terrible, and I had a lot of healing to do over that. Now, I've worked many years, and I've gone through stuff, and I've healed, like, most all of that, but still there's little, we all will have little triggers on occasion that pop up, when something reminds us of something. But this is what happens. If we don't have that loving, healthy relationship with our Father, and that being said, our Father being a healthy, loving, man, we're going to choose the wrong guy every time. Every time.
Yeah, and if you're a man choosing a woman,
Yeah, yeah, because mom is very important. If you don't get the emotional support from mom, if you don't get the love and the nurturing, and guys will look at mom as, I mean, look, your mom is your first love when you're a boy. Your dad is your first love when you're a girl.
oh, that's a problem for me.
It's a well, but it is. Whatever it was, that's the way it is, because we just, you have the Oedipus, you have the Electra, syndrome. I mean, you got all
Like,
that stuff that we
yeah,
actually go through that.
having trouble now.
Well, it all goes back to, Greek tragedy. But anyway, so all this stuff goes into a
Good thing I was in therapy since I was 11. I'm just kidding.
but I mean, look, what we hope, and we women choose men and ignore the red flags
Yeah.
because we're looking for daddy.
Right.
We're looking for daddy. So when somebody comes to work with me, mostly women, it seems. First book I demand that everybody read is, it's a great book. It's been around for a long time. It's by Robin Norwood, Women
Okay.
Who Love Too Much.
Oh,
Oh my God.
that's not me.
No, it's not about that. It's not even about that. It's
Who's the author again?
Robin Norwood. Norwood.
Norwood. So
Always call her
Women Who
Norwood. I had
Love
to
Too
write it
Much
down so
by Robin Norwood.
Robin Norwood. Yeah, Robin Norwood. Sorry, my mouth is still waking up.
Oh, so
Um,
it's Nobody. Thank you. Right?
yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Chris. Thank you for being here.
Hi,
And thank
Chris.
you, Andrew, for being here.
Hi, Andrew.
Thank you, Teddy, for being here. We love you all. All right, we're back to mommy and daddy issues.
So, what we hope is that we've got a healthy set of parents. Okay. And I don't mean, leave it to Beaver. And now I'm dating myself, leave it to Beaver kind of, you know, it's just what girls need from their dad is, they need the discipline, um, not the beatings. They need
Well,
the
I'm gonna say
firm,
because I got beatings, but go
right.
ahead.
They need the firm guiding hand. They
Right.
need to be able to sit with their father, and when I say have an intimate relationship, I don't mean sexual. I mean a relationship that their father actually sits and talks to them
Right.
and builds a bond, okay? This is gonna sound crazy too. Do you ever see the movie, with Steve Martin, when his daughter gets married, Father of the Bride?
I think I remember that movie. Talk to me.
It's a great movie. It's got Steve Martin and Diane Keaton in it, and, the daughter's getting married. And, he's got a very close relationship with his daughter, right?
Yeah.
But what I look at really is the way they personify that relationship as being pretty healthy. I mean, they go outside, they have this thing, their thing that they play basketball together. She goes away and travels, someplace in the world a little bit and comes back and meets a guy, and they're gonna get married. And, dad's like, really protective and whatever. I mean, those are some things, when I say having a close relationship, seeing your daughter, knowing who she is, helping her to become a woman. Some guys are so uncomfortable with their daughter going through getting her period and wearing a bra and, becoming a woman.
Oh, my dad freaked out when he saw me in a bathing suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So and that's how you develop, you know, body image issues and the things like that, you
well,
know?
my sister had those body image issues. I didn't really. He just, he just didn't want us out.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, you've reached puberty. Yeah, you're not going out anymore.
Yeah. And okay, I understand the protective stuff, but I mean, that's what I'm saying is that we hope that we have a healthy, loving father who's not emotionally unavailable, who is, God willing, has no addiction problems and drags him into the house, who's not violent, because what happens is we will grow up and start having relationships, and then what are we doing? Every guy that we get involved with has got some dysfunction, and all we're doing is looking for dad. We are looking for dad, and dad was dysfunctional, so we find something dysfunctional that we can fix and we can love enough, and that's the name of the book. Love too much.
You love too
If I
much,
just
yeah.
love them enough, and then they'll love me back, and that's just not the way it works.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna ask you some questions. We're going to a break in a few minutes, but
Mhm,
I was basically raised by my mom and um and my second oldest brother, David. He's like my dad. And
mhm.
he was amazing. He was amazing growing up. Still is amazing. Um and I just kind of think that I was picking men that were like my mother. Still do.
That's you could have some of that too.
Yeah, I
But
mean, because my mom was passive aggressive. I mean, she didn't mean to be.
mhm,
You know, she didn't want to share her feelings. But my dad wasn't passive aggressive. He told you exactly what was so.
mhm,
And when he chose to, he shared actually, he was pretty good at sharing his feelings. Now that I think about it, once we actually started talking, you know,
mhm.
that was momentous in its own right.
Well,
Yeah.
that right there, you know? So, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff around that can trickle out, and then we don't pay attention to those red flags because we think, "Oh, but I can fix them. I can fix them." And then we realize we really can't, or sometimes it's even worse when we do fix them, then we're done and we move on, you know?
Oh, because we're the fix it lady.
Well, we're trying to fix the relationship between dad and me, or dad and
Oh,
you,
because
or
they're not
dad
fixing
and
themselves.